All right, welcome to another edition of Chasing Cards. Tonight, we're going to be opening up a box of 86 Donruss Baseball. Looking for the Jose Canseco rated rookie card. All right, let's see what we got. Let's get started. Chris Chambliss, Johnny Ray, Jose De Leon, Carlos Diaz, Jorge Orta, Jerry Narrington, Mike Witt, Bob Boone, two Bob Boones, Scott Fletcher, Mike Easler, Junior Ortiz, Dave Stewart, Dan Spillner, Jose Uribe. All right. Barbo Gabney, Donnie Hill, Brian Little, Larry Parrish, two Larry Parishes, Scott McGregor, Bill Dawley, Scott Bradley, Vida Blue, Tim Lawler, Mike Young, Moose Haas, Larry Sheets, Joe Hesketh, Gary Lucas. All right, that's two packs in a row where we've gotten two of the same card. Something doesn't smell right here with this. Let's see what happens here. All right, we got Ryan Sandberg, Mike Witt, Ted Simmons, Andy Hawkins, Tom Niedenfuer, Steve Engel, Gary Lavallee, Paul Molitor, Wally Backman, Teddy Higuera, Charlie Huff, Zane Smith, Gary Carter, Harold Baines, Aurelio Lopez, Lance McCullers, Johnny Abrego, Deion James, Joel Youngblood, Pete Filson, Frank DePino, Mattingly. All right, we got Donnie Baseball. Ken Okerfeld, Bruce Bocci, Mickey Hatcher, Ozzie Vigil, Mark Sullivan, Juan Beniquez, Tommy Dunbar, Chet Lemon. Tim Leary, Atlee Hammaker, Gary Gaetti, Jeff Heathcock, Ricky Henderson. All right, put Ricky up here. Len Bake Barker, Chris Cudaroli, Mike Smithson, Joe Johnson, Mark Clear, Bob Boone, Pete O'Brien, Mike Laga, Jerry Royster, Luis Leal. Marvell Wynn, Franklin Stubbs, Dave Lepper, Urbano Luego, Strawberry, Dale Murphy. All right. Mike Davis, Knuckle Brothers, Bruce Hurst, Jim Morrison, Dave Palmer, Floyd Bannister, David Green, Larry Herndon, Tim Burtstis. Don Carmen, Greg Brock, Fleet Feet, Mitch Webster, Phil Bradley, John Tudor, Bucky Bianlanca, Jeff Leahy, Greg Pryor, Jim Rice, Ron Oester, Brett Butler, Tony Perez, Charlie Liebrandt, Calvin Schiraldi. All right, Mario Ramirez, Tom Hankey. Is that a rookie? No. Von Hayes, Pedro Guerrero, Rick Ruschel, Terry Francona, Willie Randolph, Ricky Horton, Harold Reynolds, Bob Forsch, Steve Balboni, Bob Stanley, Tom Runnels, Cecil Cooper, Gary Reedus. All right. Willie Wilson, Ron Meredith, Jim Slayton, Sammy Stewart, John Grubb, Al Oliver, Mark Bailey, Jay Howell, Willie Randolph, Rick Shue, Dave Engel, Craig Lefferts, Dwayne Murphy, Steve Braun, Bill Steen. Steve Carlton, Mike Marshall, Denny Gonzalez, Herm Winningham, Andre Dawson Diamond King, Sid Fernandez, Spike Owen, Joaquin Andahar, Brett Saberhagen, Steve Lyons, Buddy Bell, Goose Gossage, Mario Soto, George Brett, George Frazier. Okay, Jack Howell, Don S., Mariano Duncan, Rance Mulkin, Steve Henderson, Rick Mahler, Marvell Wynn, Franklin Stubbs, Dave Lepper, Urbano Luego, another Strawberry, another Murphy, Mike Davis, Richard Dotson, Bob Ojeda. Joel Skinner, Ron Say, Steve Bushell, Jim Dwyer, Jesse Orozco, Rich Bordy, Dave LaPointe, Donnie Moore, Fred Lynn, Jim Gantner, Bill Swaggerty, Randy St. Clair, Bill Gullickson, another Ryan Sandberg, and another Jim Rice. Junior Ortiz, Charlie Lee, Floyd Bannister, David Green, Larry Herndon, Gary Carter, Joe Disa, Alejandro Sanchez, Greg Gross, Cliff Johnson, Carl Best, Bob James, Walt Terrell, Steve Trouts, Davey Lopes. So far, we hadn't found shit. Bill Kruger. Oh, Pete Rose Diamond King. All right, that's not bad. Alan Bannister, Mark Thurman, Pat Tabler, Alan Wiggins, Darren Dalton. Is that a rook? That's a Darren Dalton second year. Put that down there. George Yukovich, Fernando Valenzuela, Tommy Herr, Jimmy Key, Bob Walk, Brian Smith, Checklist, Jamie Kunkauer. Rod Carew, Ken Dixon, Len Matusik, Jim Acker, Craig Reynolds, Alfredo Griffin, Phil Necro, Dave Rucker, Mark Salas, Goose Gossage, Dave Kingman, Andy Van Slyke, Don Slott, Dennis Lamp, Ramon Romero. All right. Mar Hoyt, Bruce Kisson, Roy Smalley, Larry Anderson, Joe Carter, Mike Sosha, Bill Campbell, Tom Filler, Sam Khalifa, Tim Raines, Checklist, Bob Gibson, Wayne Krachensky, Bill Madlock, John Franco. All right. Dennis Lamp, Alvin Davis. Alvin Davis rookie? No. Brian Harper, Steve Crawford, Eric Davis. Put Eric on the stand. Garth Eorg, Cecil Fielder rookie. All right, put that up there. Glenn Davis, Dave Winfield, Corey Snyder, Billy Robideau, Terry Harper, Bill Madlock, Kent Herbeck. All right. Mike Brown, Tony Perez, Danny Cox, Mike Boddicker, Tim Hewlett, Bruce Hurst, Roger McDowell, Dave Stewart, Tom Bernansky, Dave Van Gorder, Mike Jones, Keith Moreland, John Shelby, Tippy Martinez, Oda B. McDowell. All right. Storm Davis, Alan Ashby, Rich Bordy, Mark Funderburk, Mike Tim Lawler, Kirby Puckett. All right. Put him down here. Bruce Bocci, Steve Kiefer, Jack Clark, Pete Rose, tie-breaking, Rick Sutcliffe, Doug DeCinces, Cecil Cooper with a jacked-up corner, Tim Stoddard, Steve Yeager. Checklist: Gary LaValle, Lloyd Mosby, R.J. Reynolds, Tim Burke. Another checklist: Bruce Suter, Keith Hernandez, Britt Burns, Alan Trammell, Gary Maddox, Tony Bernazard, Ed Lynch, Charles Hudson, Bob Kearney. Chris Brown. Oh, we got the Canseco. All right. Sorry, George Brett. We got the Canseco. Actually, let's put Eric Davis here. We got a Canseco. All right. Dennis Martinez, Jason Thompson, Phil Bradley, Ozzie Smith, Roger Clemens, Ted Power, Hal McRae, Rudy Law, Joel Davis, Jeff Leonard, Tom Bernansky, Jeff Heathcock, Dale Barra. All right. About halfway through the box here, and we got one Canseco. Hopefully we can pull another one. All right. Jay Tibbs, Frank White, Joe Cowley, Craig Nettles, Don Baylor, Julio Franco, Jerry Humphrey, Billy Swift, Brad Wellman, Mark McLemore, Rick Surhoff, Randy O'Neill, Rafael Ramirez, Carney Lansford, Bill Doran. All right, Bill Allman, Carlos Diaz, Darryl Motley, Ron Romanek, Ron Darling, Terry Forster, Mike Boddicker, Ron Kittle, Mike Easler, Larry McWilliams, Vance Law, Tom Seaver, Greg Minton, Barbaro Gabney, Dave Collins. Darryl Boston, Dick Rutvin, Bert Hooton, Storm Davis, Phil Garner, Scott Bradley, Mark Davis, Dick Schofield, Neil Allen, Randy Reddy, Larry Sheets, Tim Wallach, Andre Dawson, Billy Hatcher, Stu Silburn. Cecil Cooper, Kurt Bivacqua, Tom Niedenfuer, Bob Dernier, Wayne Tollinson, Don Sutton, Lenny Dykstra, So Lenny Dykstra rookie for you Stern fans. We'll put that on there. Teddy Higuera, George Wright, Zane Smith, Clint Hurdle, Luis Salazar, Alan Trammell, Kevin Gross, Jerry Willard. All right. Got a stack of packs left here. Let's let the fun continue. All right. Ron Davis, Shane Raleigh, Brett Butler, Gilberto Reyes, Ivan DeJesus, Bill Caldwell, Johnny Ray, Hubie Brooks, Checklist, Danny Darwin, Terry Harper, John Wayton, Tom Hume, Eric Show, Ron Guidry. Jamie Easterly, Jim Pankovitz, Dave Henderson, Dan Gladden, Cal Daniels, Dave Shipinoff, Chris Pitaro, Jack Lazorko, Rob Piccolo, George Bell, Jose De Leon, Jerry Roos, Mark Gubizaw, Jerry Narin, Rafael Santana. Bob Horner, Willie McGee, Scott Fletcher, Bill Buckner, Roger McDowell, U.L. Washington, Carlton Fisk, Jose Uribe, Jack Morris, Stan Javier, Brian Little, Leon Durham, Oda B. McDowell, Wayne Gross, Bill Dawley. All right. Got one Canseco. Be cool if we could pull another one. Mike Pagliario, Mark Funderburk, John Candelaria, Nate Snell, Moose Haas, Rick Dempsey, Bill Lasky, Gary Lucas, Rick Sutcliffe, Doug DeCencies, Ray Searage, Andy Hawkins, Bill Russell, Checklist, Dwayne Walker. Rick Manning, Wally Backman, Ray Burris, Jeff Russell, Bruce Suter, Tim Tuffle, Kent Tekluve, Mike Hargrove, Bob Welch, Tom Nito, Willie Upshaw, Tony Pena, Floyd Humans, Checklist, Billy Robideau. Terry Kennedy, Ed Winston, Tom Wadle, Dickie Thon, Gorman Thomas, Scott Gardles, Ty Gainey, Danny Tartable rookie. All right, put that to the side. Nelson Simmons, Tim Bertzis, Joel Skinner, Ron Say, Steve Bushell, Jim Dwyer, Bob Nepper. Ed Vanderberg, Vida Blue, Reggie Jackson, Fred Lynn, Jim Gantner, Bill Swaggerty, Randy St. Clair, Bill Gullickson, Ryan Sandberg, Craig Gerber, Dave Dravecki, Bobby Meacham, Steve Engel, Dave Schmidt, Charlie Moore. All right, we've got 4 packs left here. Come on, Canseco. George Foster, Carlos Ponce, Chris Welsh, John Grubb, Dwayne Henry, Pete Yukovich, Charlie Huff, Rick Muller, Danny Heap, Jerry Harrison, Aurelio Lopez, Cesar Cedeno, Tony Bernazard, Al Cowens, Julio Cruz. We also have yet to see the GOAT. Right. Kirk Gibson, Mookie Wilson, Chili Davis, Yep, speaking of the GOAT, there he is. Cal Ripken Jr., Benny DiStefano, Darnell Coles, Tito Landrum, Marty Barrett, Burt Blyleven, Hal McRae, Doyle Alexander, Nolan Ryan, Ken Griffey Sr., John Habian, Marty Clary. All right. Bill Schroeder, Jeff Leonard, Greg Gagne, Jeff Calhoun, Dale Barra, Max Venable, Jose Rijo, Tim Laudner, Jeff Stone, Tony Armas, Kirk McCaskill, Dave Rosema, Dan Petrie, Kevin McReynolds, Ernie Witt. All right, and now we're at our last pack of 86 Donruss. See here if we get some last pack magic. Matt Young, Greg Walker, Fred Tolliver, Thad Bosley, Oral Hershiser. Oh, Swoop. All right, Swoop. Molitor was keeping it warm, but Swoop. Eddie Murray's going on the stand. Sid Bream, Brian Calderon, Ken Daly, Roger Clemens, Bo Diaz, Lonnie Smith, Jim Clancy, Denny Walling, Jay Baller. All right. Well, we got what we were hunting for. We got a Canseco. Got the GOAT. We got Canseco. So I'm happy with that. All right. Remember, I will be starting a whatnot up here probably the next couple of days here. I'm looking at doing my whatnot on Sunday, the 24th. Sunday the 24th at 9 p.m. we're looking at. All right, so if you see anything here that you're interested in that you would like to add to your collection, shoot me a message, let me know, and I'll try to have it on the whatnot for you. All right, as always, thank you for watching.